Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you all. This is Mewa here. I'm out and about doing one or two things. Um, but I wanted to, as you know, we're based in the UK, but I'm out and about. I've not been able to do that for a while, but I'm out and about doing one or two things. So I wanted to just ask a question. I wanted to ask a question. Can we have, is it possible to have good government without good structure? So the question is it possible to have good governance, a good leadership without structure? That's a question I wanted to ask. And basically, the reason why I'm asking is because we have major problems. Please do subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. I'm going to try and do more and more of these broadcasts on here and, of course, on TikTok as well. But I'm out and about today, and I felt, okay, now is the time to ask a question. Because um, because how things are going right now is really not. It's just very difficult in terms of the our movement. We don't have any clear structure. I don't believe we have a clear structure. You will see moving about. Please do share the broadcast. We have no clear structure. So the question I'm asking all of us now is this. I'm asking us all a question. Can you have good leadership without good structure? Ìbéèrè yẹn ni pé ṣé a lè ní àwọn olórí tó dáa láì ní eh, nǹkan tó ń pè ní structure àbí ìgbìmọ̀ tí ó múnádóko ṣá lè ní. Ẹjọ́ bí wọ́n bá ṣe ń gbọ́ kí nìyẹn bá máa pín kẹ́ ẹ sọ fáwọn èèyàn kọ́ mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ ṣé a lè ní structure? A lè ní leadership láì ní structure? Torí ibi tá a lọ sí bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ, nǹkan ti dàrú. Things have gone really bad. I'm looking around as I'm talking to you. Good afternoon and welcome to Season A, the platform where we speak to Super. I'm on my mobility scooter, so you will see me moving around. But I wanted to ask a question. I'm trying to ask us a question. Can we have good leadership without? Can we have good leadership without without good organizational structure? That's the question I'm asking because the Yoruba nation um, movement has stalled somewhat. We have to be very honest with ourselves. We have to all be honest with ourselves. We don't say this in anger or telling anybody off, but we have to be very honest with ourselves that things have gone really bad. And that was why I'm asking the question. Can we have can we have good leadership without good organizational structure? What is your take on it? Leave comments. I want you to let us think about that. And if we do not have good leadership, how do we go about getting good leadership? Because we haven't got good leadership right now. And thank you for those of you joining me. We haven't got good leadership in the Yoruba and agitation right now. We haven't. Our leadership is disjointed. We are divided. There's divided loyalties. People are making assumptions and making poor decisions based on their 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 belief in immediately you understand that leadership may not just be about person top of then they are getting real meaning of the job. Thank you so much for that answer. I couldn't quite catch your name. Thank you so much for that answer. It's really important. It's really important that we actually understand that it is a very, very key component of what we're doing. Don't get me wrong, I am very proud of the work we've done collectively in raising the awareness in our communities about Yoruba Nation. I am very, very proud. I'm happy. It's great work. But one of the things that we failed miserably at is the issue of leadership. The leadership that we have has simply been non existent. It has simply been a leadership that decides, that does not bring everybody along. And this is all of us. I'm not targeting one person in particular, myself included. I'll have to be, I take some blame in this. Because when we talked about Yoruba Nation, We were just focused on getting the nation, but we have to all recognize that without getting without getting the leadership in place, we cannot achieve our goal. We cannot. Here I am now in a shop in the UK here, going around in very fine surroundings, enjoying what the result of the fruits of good leadership. You see, in the UK here, where they have 24/7 electricity, water, light, roads, school, bridges, and everything else, yes, they have problems. But the things that we're enjoying are because of good leadership. They have good leadership. The leadership has actually put this in place and they've made things work for them. They made it work for the people. So you might hear noise here and there as I'm going around, but I'm intent on saying this because we have to be very, very clear with ourselves. I might stop at a section and talk somewhere. I'm gonna try and find a place where I can just talk for a few minutes. I'll stand here for a minute. See, we don't have good leadership. We don't. So, but I want you to. Somebody asked a question and said, until I'll answer that question. Leadership in terms of having a leader that will perform miracle, but without the leadership policies of us, all of us necessitates mixed agencies. Sorry about this. And so plan work. Yes, yes. So the success or failure of Yoruba nation is going to be hinged. Is going to be based on the structure we have. Do we have good structures? If we have good structures, if the leadership fails, then our ability to recover the situation is a lot faster. If we have good structures, our ability to recover any failure of the movement is quicker. If we have the good structure, because that means that we can simply move the leadership along and replace it with a much more appropriate leadership. But if we do not have good structure, if the leadership fails, then everything fails. That is what we're trying to get at here. If the leadership fails, then everything fails. Let me see if I can answer top chat. I'm trying to find the top chat. So please leave a comment. I'm not sure if I can leave you. I'm trying to give as much, leadership in terms of building a. I'm going to try and look at it again. I don't want to. I want to look at it. So let me just look at that. Message deleted. No, 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 no. Sorry. Just reason. Sorry about that. I meant to save it. I deleted it by accident. Just reason. Can you put that topic again? I'm sorry. I was trying to answer, but I pressed the wrong button. So just reason. Sorry about that. I don't want to leave. Yeah. So it's just be about the meaning of leadership. Yeah. So please just reason, put it again. And please do share this broadcast. I want people to really think about the question. Can we have good leadership without good organization? Yes, thank you very much. Just listen. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. So please share, and let's ask ourselves questions. If we're going to get Yoruba Nation, I'm going to say it now. If we're going to get Yoruba Nation, then it's going to require good leadership and good organizational structure. If we are going to get Yoruba Nation, it's going to require good leadership and good organizational structure. And we are going to really base that on the ethos of in Yoruba land, Omoluabi. The Omoluabi ethos must come to the fore. One of the things that we're doing and any of the meetings that we're going into about this, and we'll talk about that among ourselves, is to make sure that, for example, no, there will be no room to allow anybody to swear or to curse or to shout. We are going to behave like adults and hear each other out. It's really important. So please do share this broadcast and leave comments. Leave comments. Leave comments and let's talk about this properly because it is really important. I'm going to start here again. Leave comments. It's really important we talk about this because um, it is clear to us that we do not have good leadership. We have very poor leadership in the uh, Yoruba nation agitation. Our leadership, I don't say this, and that's including myself. Leadership that we have provided has been poor. But that has been because that we did not set the structure on ground. We need proper structure. The structure, sorry about that, the structure will determine the success of our clamor for Yoruba Nation. When we have structure, that means that whichever leadership comes in will slot into the structure and it will not delay or drag back the the progress of the movement, Yoruba Nation. So we have to go back to the drawing board and draw up proper structures. The structure is very, very important. Once again, if you're watching this and you haven't shared, go ahead and share it. I've shared it to a few platforms, but we need to have this discussion among ourselves. And it is this simple question. Can you have good leadership without good structure? I don't think we can achieve good leadership without good structure. The structure is just as important as the leadership. If we have the good leadership and good structure, that means that the leadership is more likely to achieve what we want to achieve. And that is what this is all about. If you're watching this and you haven't shared, please share. Let me see if I can share to other places. Share it again. Yeah, leadership in terms of having a leader who wants to perform miracles, but without leadership policies of able associates that will help in delivering on all tasks. Very good point and just reason. Thank you very much for saying that. And if you can report the other earlier comment, I deleted it in error because I'm moving around and sometimes the buttons doesn't work. But I want to pose that question. I want us all to go and ask if we're going to get Yoruba Nation, then our structures have to be in place. And we're currently there was you will see some discussions going on about that.